it's my day off, maybe. I work about 7 days. I still will have to do some work on my internet stuff today. So I gotta go take a shower and drop off my dirty clothes and all that cool stuff. Um, it's an odd day. It's very overcast, a little bit windy, and it seems cool, but then seems a little warm. Maybe I'm sick. I don't know. Um, but I'm figuring it's about 78 degrees at the moment. Um, but it's still a pretty day. Uh, it always is around here, pretty much. Unless it's like a tornado overhead, then that's not a pretty day. Uh, I had to get phone time. Oh my gosh, I went into Walmart and they didn't have any phone cards. Apparently, the new thing, they are beginning to change over. So if you go in and you need a straight talk phone card, there's a possibility they don't won't have that denomination for you, but they'll have others. And it's not because they're not stocking them, because at Walmart you can get it in electronics. A lot of times up front near their money center, they'll have a turnstile with a bunch of straight talk cards, and they will sometimes have them at the check stands. So like I was all over the store, couldn't find any. Because normally you take the little card and you go to the cash register and you pay it, and they give you a receipt and the card, and then you scratch the number off the card or whatever, and then you put it to your phone time. But with Straight Talk, if you put your phone time on early, it closes your account for whatever phone time balance you have. So it starts it back over. So you're losing money. Um, so you don't want to put it on until the phone stops, you know. And it could be any time. You never know when that phone time stops. It could be, at midnight. It could be at 11 in the daytime. It could be just whenever. One time my phone went out 4 in the morning, actually. So, uh, yeah. So anyway, they have a new way where they have something behind the counter that's kind of like back in the old track phone days, where they can scan this thing and then charge you for whichever card you're looking for, and then you can do it. Now I don't know if it's going to work or not, and the biggest problem is they don't refund on those cards. They're really strict about that. It's a living nightmare if anything goes wrong. Um, so, and a lot of the reason for that being is for a lot of cards, even not phone cards, like the green dot deposit cards and stuff like that. What people had started doing when those first came out, I guess in the early 2000s, was they would go in, to like a drugstore like CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid, and they would go buy like a green dot card, or a PayPal card, and do it for like $300 or $600 or whatever, and pay them, and then they would come back an hour later and try to get a refund. And so what they would do is they'd go ahead and use the card, then take it all back, and then get a refund from where they bought it from. And so that was messed up. So they just kind of blocked it all, where everything's just non-refundable. The only problem with that is, I had researched on a phone service, cell phone service, out in Elba, and because they have problems with the signal out there. It's very country, and I said, "Oh, I'll just buy this phone. It's supposed to be good, and check to make sure it would work in that zip code area and all that." Do you know? I go buy the phone at Walmart, buy the phone card, and then have to charge the phone up and all that stuff, and try to start it up, and then start it up and it doesn't work. And so I went to a local phone carrier and asked them about it, and they said, "Oh no, that phone will never work out this way." And I'm like, "Oh man." So I go back to Walmart and I'm like, "Okay, this phone will not work here, and the company said it would." I went to another cell phone company carrier that's local to the area, and they said this phone's never going to work. because there's just, no towers for it. And it was like, no. And they didn't want to refund it. Um, First, they did refund the phone, okay, even though I had opened it up and charged it and, tried to start it up and everything. Um, but they wouldn't refund the phone card. Uh, and that was really bad. They never did refund that phone card, so I lost that money. And yes, I wrote to the company and everything else, tried to call them and all that, and they refused to refund it. And that was really a bummer. But you know how it goes. Some will do, some will don't. But anyway, so I don't have to do laundry today. I'm okay for the week, I think. Um, and but I do need to work on my internet stuff a little bit and organize some more on the storages. Um, I do need to get by one of the other units this week, and I gotta start pulling stuff out of there. My daughters start getting it sold off, um, which is sad. I hate doing it, but it's been a while now, and the stuff's got to go. I can't keep babysitting it. Um, the worst part is all the stuff that a good friend of mine gave her um, before she died, and she, wouldn't take any of it. I was lucky to even give her her ashes with the necklace. Uh, I was like, you don't want this? I just don't understand why you don't want this. And um, so she did take that. It was kind of weird. She was kind of reluctant about it, and it was like, gosh, I thought she kind of treasured it. But she did take that, but she left everything else behind. You know, um, her obituary thing and makeup table thing that's beautiful. One that I've wanted all my lifetime in brass and the mirror and all that. Super neat thing. And she was lucky enough to have that gifted to her by this lady. And then uh, a whole like doll collection of beautiful dolls in the boxes. Big dolls. Like, a couple feet or more long. Real pretty dolls. And she just was like, save it for me. You know? And then, I've talked to her sister a few times, and she's like, you should just start all the trash because that's what she said to do. Trash it. And she never told me to trash it. And so she told me to save it in storage, but yet she never helped me pay for any of it. She claimed she didn't have any room in a house that's bigger than the one I had. But when you're young, you think about back when you were young and all your important treasures and all that stuff. And you kind of go, well, just, hang tight there and, hold on to the stuff a little bit longer because, I was young once too. And so I don't know, but I got to keep cutting back on these storages. I can't just keep paying to house all this stuff. You know, it was so hard to move it this last time. It was just absolutely horrible. So much stuff, and there's lots that can be sold. I just wanted to do her stuff last, but although I was sending people on text message of, I don't want any of my stuff. You know, kind of weird. Uh, But again, none of us are perfect. Sometimes we say things we don't mean on accident. So she's young. So I'm just trying to hold my breath and be tolerant and kind of, make sure to think level back, in that day when I left home, which I left home a lot younger than she ever did. But, yeah, so I don't know. But I got lots to do today, even if I don't go into one of my jobs. I'm not scheduled for anything today. But, I tell them, you're welcome to, call me in, no problem. You know, it's all about those Benjamins. I gotta keep breaking in. I'm so tired. Oh, just so tired. But, yes, I don't know. I got lots to do. So, other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day at work or your day off. And I hope it's a very blessed and profitable day for you. And make a new friend today. Do something kind for a stranger. Love everybody. Too much of a good thing is wonderful. We'll take lots and lots of that. And just keep smiling no matter what. Don't let anybody break your stride. All right. I love you. Have a great day. See you in the next one.